Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday stream. How's everyone doing today? We had an awesome Charlie's Angel stream yesterday. I think at the end of it all, we ended up with almost $3,800 towards the Friends of Sacramento City Shelter Animals. So awesome, good job, everyone. That was a lot of fun too, going through all the Charlie memories and stuff. So. Good morning, Patrick and PF Dennis and Shammy and Jose. Hey, Ajax. Hey, Malfrey. Hey, Jokernut. Hey, Arthur. Kevin and Cash and Lucas and Brian. How's everyone doing? Nappin, Redacted, and Stuart. Hey, Keith. Who else do we got? We got the GPs and Nappin and Steve. Whew. My voice is still a little gone, so bear with me. I may have to utilize Dancing Max a few times just to mute the microphone. So we'll see. I had a little bit of a rough night with a headache, but headache's all gone now, so we're good. Hey, Squirrelbrain. Hey, Brian. Hey, Joseph. Hey, BBs. What else we have? Mad Cat and Mad Labs and Scope. Everybody's here. Asuma this and Sean and yeah. Everybody was a lovely, yeah, it was a really good stream yesterday. I had a good time. I was a little worried about how it would go, if it would be a little slow, but no. I'm buffering. It says excellent condition. Might be you, might be me. Nice, the treats worked, it seems. Hey, Dr. Dave. Buffering? Really? It says it's perfect. Stream health. Excellent. I haven't had any issues. Okay, so interesting. A lot of people are buffering. It must be YouTube then, because my stream reporting says excellent connection. So I don't know if I'm feeling better today, but I'm no worse than yesterday. So yeah, that's good to me. Hey, Turtle. Stop buffering for a moment. I bet you that was YouTube. So, Mike, thanks for the gifted memberships. The jackpot of young kitty picture on the Discord. Did you guys, if anybody didn't see that, the link is in the description to my Discord. But I did find some young Charlie and Lola pictures. So, it's YouTube. It was all for buffering watching your older videos. Okay, so, anyway, let's get to it. Let's get caught up. There are a few things we can probably go over. I showed this on stream yesterday, but I'm really pleased with this. This is one of the drippy buckets that I'm going to use as just kind of a waste container here on my workbench, because my old one that I used to use ended up going with Angus from Maker's Muse at Open Sauce. We got some boxes mixed up, and he got my box of miscellaneous prints that I had taken as examples. So I printed a new one, and this is Cookie CAD Witchcraft PLA that I picked up while I was down at Orange County Maker Fair this last weekend. And we printed some stuff on the switch wire there at the event in this color. And then the other is I think this is Overture Carbon Fiber PLA is the black there. So yesterday was a nice stream. I knew that a channel, but feel like Charlie was a big part of my work day. And thank you. Hey, John. Yeah, sounds like YouTube is having some issues. Usually when it's buffering, it's me. I'll get a notice in the studio that there's something going on. So what else do we have? One of the things that I was printing yesterday that I forgot, that I didn't realize how long they take. So Major Gamer Geek, Additive Adam is his rebrand, and he set up a hue forge of Charlie picture for me, and it turned out pretty good for zero tuning on my part. He sent me the filament list and the layer changes, and I think it turned out really nice. So thanks, Major Gamer Geek. I'm printing one of those in Jesse Soul Black right now. Awesome. Hey, Balrid. Hi, Lars. So yeah, this turned out really good. I'm pleased. That'll go on a shelf somewhere. I got a little bit of fuzziness. Printed that on the Mark IV. And that took about 7.5 hours. When this is the first HueForge I've ever printed. So I had no concept of how long it would take, but at 0.04 layer heights, it really adds to the print time. I severely underestimated that. What else do I have? So I have started printing Rook parts. So these are turning out really nice. This is 3DO carbon fiber ASA. I gotta do the heat gun to get rid of the stress marks, but these turned out really good. And I am printing these with a 0.6mm nozzle on the VZBot. So I have it tuned in well enough, I think, to print some parts, and it's doing well. So I haven't figured out how to get HueForge to work. I haven't used the application. So Major Gamer Geek was kind enough to set it all up for me and figure out the colors and then just send me a filament list. So I placed an order from Polymaker and I placed an order from Protopasta. And that's what I ordered. Just, I mean, the little 50-gram samples at Protopasta are plenty to do HueForge stuff. Yeah, they can take some time with 0.04 layers. Yep. So one day I will do my own HueForge. It's just a matter of finding the time. I've got so many projects stacked up right now. So bad buffering here too. It's been almost a minute. I can't do anything about it. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm guessing YouTube is having some trouble. Hey James. Hey Sanity. The video can't load for you at all. Wow. Watch today's stream from yesterday. A great fundraiser. Shelter will be happy. Yeah, I'm curious because they have no idea I was doing it, and I don't have any idea if they get told who did the fundraiser. It doesn't really matter. Watch today's. Hey, Bill Brothers. Hey, Michael. I do not think it's geographic. I just turned on a VPN to somewhere else. Same thing. Just me, or did you change your main camera? I see it swaying and it's not as sharp as before. What main camera? This one shouldn't be swaying. It's not mounted to anything I can move. I mean, if I do this. Hey, Evan, how are you doing today? Is the Rook and the 100 the same thing? No, they're different developers. Finally came back, but very intermittent now. Well, okay. Well, we'll just keep chatting for a little bit and see if things stabilize. Hey, Bryce. At this point, it's got to be YouTube. See it moving left and right ever so slightly. Noticed it yesterday too. Oh. You know what's going on? Let me try something. I am going to do that. You won't notice what I'm doing, but I want to try something. I have my monitor set up and the camera is peeking out. Here, I'll show you. Let's see if that helps. I'll show you what's going on here. So this is my monitor setup. Let's do that. There we go. This is my monitor setup. So the camera is peeking out between two monitors. Now I had the edges of those monitors just in front of the lens. I wonder if it was seeing those on the side and doing some shifting of the image. No video for the last few minutes, just buffering. Well, I'm sorry. Well, still moving a bit. Well, that is weird. I see that. Why is it doing that? I can see it in the preview. You really notice it right here if you look at this gap right here. Why is it doing that? Anybody have any idea? Is it just having trouble with my background? That is really strange. Has this happened before? The autofocus rings are not touching a monitor. No. Oh, Grant was having trouble too. There's a YouTube issue. I wonder if it's image stabilization going wrong. Well, we won't use that camera much. Let's use this one. How's this one doing? There we go. I don't use that camera much anyway. It's usually in the corner. So that's really weird. There is a tree out there. It could be impacting the shadows. Weird. I should. If anybody has any real suggestions, is good at this stuff. I'm using kit lenses still. I have a A6400 as the camera that's on right now. I have a ZV-E10 as the camera that's pointing at me. Those both use the same type of lens. They have the same lens. So YouTube has issues today, not looking good here in the UK. Stream won't even load. Wow. Huh. Okay. I hope it's acceptable enough to make some progress here. YouTube is having issues outside of North America, everyone. Okay. Well, let's continue on. I don't want to end the stream with box in front of it, tree was swaying. Yeah. I don't know what to do. So I think we'll just take the hit and keep moving. And I'm going to be going through the cough drops today. So I hope that's fine. Hey, Robert. Roll on. Pushing forward. Yep. Yeah, we need to get to 300 likes still. We can't let no YouTube buffering get in the way of that, right? Okay, V0. Last stream, we got the Bowden toolhead on with a Heart K toolhead board. We got all this wired and we labeled our wires. We ran them down the back of the printer and have not yet finished cleaning up the wiring underneath. Go on with the stream, maybe it catches up and improves. We can watch VOD in the worst case, hopefully. I think it's gonna definitely impact the numbers for this stream, but that's okay. Who wants to type text narration? Hopefully my cough doesn't get in the way. That is not great, I know. Okay, we're gonna use a couple of spools. I can't even get a 144p stream. Huh. I can't change Steve is grabbing. I can't change the stream settings mid-stream to like different latency to try to improve it. Okay, here are where we're at. We've got these wires left to connect, and we got to remember where those went. We have thermistor going here. We've got our hot end and toolhead power going here. NeoPixel over here. 4 minutes without video. It's working now, and yeah, video is moving. Is the video still moving? This one isn't. Okay. VPN to the rescue, bouncing my connection in New York. Does that fix it, Dave? Has that been a solution? Okay. So what were the rest of these colors? I gotta remember, and I have no idea. Gonna have to catch up with the VOD later when YouTube sorts itself out. Yeah, if you have time, check back. I don't know what to do. I don't think I can do anything except skip the stream, but I don't really want to do that. So it appears to have sorted something. Okay, there is, let me see if I can find a link. I think Hart K put his toolboard info out here. Working fine now, it looks like. Hey, Additive Adam. We were just talking about you. I was showing off the HeForge Charlie print. I've gone from no stream to 480p. It's improving. It is going to be hard to get to 300 likes. So if you're having trouble, hit like on your way out. We'll see where we're at that point, Lucas. Which reminds me, thanks for the reminder. There is a Polymaker filament as every stream. Check the pinned post or the description. Still have to be here to win. I do it at the 3-hour mark. So in about 2 hours and 45 minutes, we'll do the drawing for that. VPN to New York is indeed improving. Okay, there is, let's see. Let's look at the repositories. Where is Bowden toolhead? Does this have the toolhead board? No. Ticket. Didn't he have a repo out here now? Okay, let me find it in my Discord messages. Does anybody have it by chance? Someone sent it to me last time. Yeah, it's right. Oh, it's in miscellaneous. That's why. Miscellaneous. And then, nope. PCBs. And then mini stealth burner Bowden PCB. This guy. Here we are. And this is what I was looking for. So let me post this link in chat. Seems a bit better now. Still getting buffering, but less. Come on, YouTube, get it sorted. Okay, this is what I'm looking for, so I can remind myself what wire colors we used. Let's see here. How am I going to? So, let's look at the top here. We have got, I still need to figure out yellow, which was this pin here, which appears to be 5 volts. We did yellow for 5 volts, huh? Okay, that sounds right. We did purple, is the purple P for part cooling fan. We did brown for the hot end fan. Is that the last one? No, we have green. Green is for the LED, for the NeoPixel. But we're not going to connect that one yet because I don't have a spot to connect it. Happy MFG. Thanks for being a member for 15 months. Big like for the very nice shirt. This is the Maker Faire Orange County 2023 shirt. Stream recovered for Alex. Awesome. Did you do tap on the ender wire? No, I have not done tap on any of the I don't know if there is a tap. Is there a tap for the ender or the switch wire setups? So, okay. So now I have a better idea of what pin colors we are. So green is not going to get connected. So my plan is to use a WLED, at least to try, use a WLED board, compatible board, and probably install it up in here. So this is going to end up going over here at some point. Install it over here and then use, I don't remember the term. There in the latest Reprap Firmware thing, Poity was helping me. There was a command you can send to WLED to control NeoPixels. So that is the plan. Oh, thanks, Bill. That is a good point. There is no tap adapters because it is too flexy. I've tested that. I should have known. My mind wasn't in the question. Sorry about that. Yeah, because of the bed support. That's my little problem there. I should have known that when the question was asked. Problem with buffering may be because of the International Grand Final. What is International Grand Final? Okay, so that is the NeoPixel LED. It's going to end up going over here because this is the only spot I have for a control, and this seems like a good spot for it. So now I have 5 volts. So I need to get 5 volts somewhere on the controller. The bed is where we're going here. Let's look at the pinout for Dota 2 tournament. I can't imagine that that's causing an international YouTube slowdown or outside the US. It's affecting Steve's coast on the US as well. Got dropped to 480 and had to switch it back. Really? Come on, YouTube. Okay, let's go to, oops, this is where we want. We want to go to the hardware, Duet family, and the Mini 5 Plus. And let's go down here and view the pinout diagram. Okay, where are we going to get $5 We can get it here. Where else can we get it? We have to put a jumper here for the 5 select so that the NeoPixel gets the correct thing. Hey, Danny. I met Danny at OC Maker Fair. Any suggestions on where we should grab 5 We can grab it from any of the end stops. We have a lot of end stop ports. Internal 5 disable. You on down detector? Okay. Let's look at, I want to know what these jumpers do. The internal 5 disable and 5 select. Internal 5 disable and 5 select. Let's find those. 5 can be powered from multiple inputs, USB, external 5 input, SPC, as well as the internal 5 regulator. Total 5 load should not exceed 800 milliamps when powered from the internal 5 regulator. See the power distribution. Where is the jumper? Where's the jumper description? With the 5-volt select jumper set to this position, 5-volt is passed through to both 5-volt external and 5-volt internal from the external 5-volt header. When using external 5-volt add jumper to internal 5-volt disable. Okay, I don't want to do that. So I want to set 5-volt external in. Or do I leave both of these blank to use the internal? Eclipse, thank you. I was unable to donate on yesterday's stream in Charlie's honor. It kept declining my payment. Please apply it if you can for all the fur babies out there. If I think it might let me, I will check, Eclipse. I was watching before SNL from yesterday over, no problem. Must be YouTube, yeah. Thank you, Eclipse. Does anybody know how to interpret that? Do I just leave both of these open to use the internal 5-volt? And then I think I'm just going to grab 5 volts from a end stop because I'm not going to use any of these other end stops. So let's grab 5 volts from an end stop because those are all on the 5-volt spot. So if we go here, we'll just go right along here and just grab probably this end stop port here on the end. Like button in Polymaker form still works. There you go. The like button in the Polymaker form still work. Thanks for the gifted memberships, Eclipse. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's get on to get this wiring done so we can do some firmware configuration. So we're gonna go right here. That's just gonna be one. I want to label this. It's gonna be a big label for what I'm doing, but yeah. Let's turn this on. Getting nothing in the UK. That's so frustrating. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, we're going to create a label and we need hot end fan. Let's clear this. Okay. And we want fan hot end. We need fan part cooling. And we need 5 volts. And now I guess I'll do NeoPixel. Let's go toolhead. The stream doesn't work well today. No, it's not. It's a YouTube problem. But welcome, TT. If you're in Europe and having issues with the stream, there's a known issue with YouTube. Try using VPN to an American server. YouTube problems. This is the first time that we've had significant YouTube problems in 2 years of streaming, though. Okay, is there anything else? That is the 4 wires that I have left to wire here. Is there anything I should label otherwise? It's hot end. What did I label this one? I didn't label it. Okay, that's the bed. NeoPixel. This one is labeled thermistor. This one is labeled thermistor bed, but it's just over there. Okay, let's print. Now all pikes on major fails in Internet Europe. Feed and cut. Okay. So I've got some labels here. A bit of extra white shrink tubing to add to the extras pile. What was this? Oh, that I didn't label. I'm so inconsistent in remembering to label stuff. Okay, 5 volts is what we're working on right now. Let's grab that label. Put it on here. Now I think I'm going to do the little trick with a little piece of black heat shrink because the white stuff doesn't shrink down enough. So I'll put a little piece of black heat shrink on first. A piece of black on first and make sure that'll go over this other one. It will not. Let's see, maybe the next size up will. If there's issues worldwide with YouTube connection right now, I would imagine that they are working on it. Let's just hope that they work on it quick enough that it will come back for this stream. Okay, so that one goes on that side of there. Let's go ahead and do some shrinking. We'll put 5 volts right on top of that black. If I don't do the first layer of heat shrink, then the white heat shrink just slides along. It doesn't shrink down enough. That's the only reason I'm doing that, is so that will hold on there and label fine. Not only YouTube, all spikes. Waiting on the CNC carriage for my red V0.2 to finish up. Building should be here tomorrow, though I paid for overnight shipping Friday. Looks better. Okay, 5 volts is on the pin closest to power, according to the diagram here. We've got, oh, let's set that down on the floor. I don't think I need my label maker anymore. Put that under there. So right here, 5 volts is the end pin closest to power. We hope there's a VOD being saved of this despite the buffering. I'm not seeing anything on my end. I hope the VOD is being saved and not having trouble. Here, let me do this. I don't know if this, let me know if that caused problems. I'm doing a local recording as well. Let's see, just in case. I'm doing a local recording now as well. So I don't usually do that, but just in case. Where's my crimpers? And strippers. Strippers and crimpers. There and there. There and there. So this is going to do the same path through here, but it's going to come around here and into here. So that's going to cut off right, pretty much right there. Yeah, let's cut it right there. YouTube is big. I would be very surprised if they have a 3-hour outage. That would be extremely surprising. Okay, and then we're going to go into the end pin there, right here. Grab my tweezers. Oh, that's loud. The thing about these JST or the Molex KK connectors is they don't, I've never had them just do a good job of just pushing the pin in and clicking. I always have to help it, at least with these small gauge wires. Okay, so that's 5 volts. That's gonna go right like that. 5 volts going in there. Then we have, this is hot end fan, and I have got way too much heat shrink on that. Let's, on that label, let's cut that off. There we go. That's more reasonable. Same thing here. I've got way too much there. Much better. Today you need to count extremely slow on giveaway closing. I will. We do need to keep that like button going. No excuses. YouTube is not an excuse. Wow. Okay. P, purple, part cooling fan. Part cooling fan. There. And a little piece of black heat shrink to, hopefully it goes over this other. It does not. Maybe it will if I stretch it a little bit. Hey, Projects in Dad's Garage. I have a plaque for being on a team that kept data center at 100% uptime for 5 years. I'm just stretching the heat shrink a little bit so it'll go over this other piece. There we go. Shrink that on there. Hey, Doom. There we go. I am not going to SEMA this year. I am not. Yeah, for anybody who's just coming in, YouTube is having trouble. I can't really do anything about it. So hopefully it comes back, so keep checking if you can. It's having trouble for some. I'll label the other one while I'm at it here. Was hoping to run into you this year. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have loved to go to SEMA. I'm just so overbooked right now. I am completely overbooked. And hot end fan. Hi, Laura. Henderson, Nevada, Walmart. Grant is not loading yet. Yeah. Well, I'm doing a local recording just in case. Sounds like the playback is working okay, but okay. Fan connectors. There's I/O. Where was the? There's temps. Where are the fan connectors? Is that these guys? These guys, out 3 and 4. Between Maker Fairs, Reprap Firmware, Shed, and other projects, has no, yeah, I am, and the big project I'm working on, I have no time. Speaking of overbooked, how's the shed build coming along? I hope to do some work on it today. I need to get the first inspection done, which is the conduit being buried. Once the conduit buried is inspected, then I can cover it up and build the foundation. Okay, we are, what are these? Out 5 and 6. Where are those labeled? What are out 5 and 6? Let's go up here. Out 5 and 6, input only. Out 5 in. Okay. Okay, 4-wire fans with tacho for out 3 or 4. Is there anything for general fan? I'll just use out 3 and 4. We should be able to do out 4 and voltage, is that right? Have you guys seen the new Elegoo with a huge build volume and 4 extruders? I've seen pictures of it. Oh, wow. Is that what I should be using? I'm just, where are the out 5 and 6 descriptions? Out 5 and 6 should work as well, right? Just set the low current output voltage select to either fused or 12 volts. So we set that to 12 or fused and run two 24 volt fans there. Hey, Bob. Should I use out 5 or 6 or out 3 or 4? What does it say about out 5 and 6 here? Out 5 and 6. Outputs, 2-pin outputs. That's what we're running. It should be fine, right? Yeah. Out 5 and 6. Input only. This says input only I/O connections that will tolerate up to 30 volt. Perfect for simple end stop switches. Oh, that's I/O 5. I want out. What are those? Out 5 and 6. Those must be fine. I'm sorry, but the orange gigas seems like a cash grab to be kind of bleh. Okay, let's go to, where are those? Those are right here. These two connectors right here are out 5 and 6. How much did I enjoy my Micron build? I enjoyed it a lot, and I actually just rebuilt it. I'm gonna go right along the stepper wires here to get to here. So this one's gonna come over here and probably about right there. So let's move these up. And this also means if I end up wanting to go over here to 3 or 4, they're all going in the same area. So let's go right there and cut it about right there. And we're going to do the same length on both of these. Because they're going basically to the same spot. Okay. If you had to choose between Micron or V0, which would you choose? If I could only have one printer and choosing between those two, I would probably choose a Micron. The significant cost difference, well, it depends on where you buy the stuff. Micron 180. Just for that, if I could only have one printer, I would want the little extra print volume. Or maybe a larger version, Micron Plus. If I already had a bigger printer, the V0 is such a nice little printer. Smalls, thanks for becoming a member. Still cannot load video and buffering here. I hope it gets better too. I guess I don't see how it could be a cash grab, but maybe. Oh, I think you guys are talking about the Elegoo printer. Okay, 2-pin. There's a 2-pin, and there's another 2-pin. And then we are the out 6. So these are the 2 pins furthest from the power input. So these go right here. Let's go out 5 for the part fan. Now let's go out 5 for the hot end fan. That's the closest one here. And then the furthest, so that's gonna go right there. Hot end fan is in out 5. Push these all down here so we can see them. And part fan is in out 6. My printers all have the bullseye UDEV problem at the moment. What is that? What is the bullseye UDEV problem? Okay. That's gonna go right like that. Be nice and neat. I think I am going to put a zip tie anchor over there. Where is the VHB tape? I had a little bit of VHB left over here. Where did I put it? Does anybody know? Where is that? It's gotta be down here. Huh. Where is that VHB? I do not know. I do not know. That's weird. A couple of releases of Debian Bullseye removed the UDEV rule that makes the byte. Oh, okay. I recognize that now. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go get some more from the other garage. Dancing Max will watch you. Okay. I'm back. Everything's still good? Found some. Couple of really, oh, yep. Okay. Zip tie anchor. Are you folks able to hear my Discord notifications? I'm curious. Because I turned the streamer mode off in Discord because it's annoying. But I may have to turn it back on if it's audible. Oops, oops, oops. Go right there. I cannot hear them. I can hear them a little bit. Okay. As long as it's not distracting. Okay, so all of those are going to go right here. And just to the side of the SD slot. These are going to go here. Okay, zip ties. We're almost ready to power this on. It's exciting. That one right there. These are going to go right like that. Just like that. We're going to cut this one off and redo it. Those are all going that way. This will capture those. Oh, we didn't do we need to do the bed wiring. That goes right like that. Okay, let's do bed output. So let me grab some wire. $149 likes. We may. I mean, I'll blame YouTube, but it's not an excuse. It just means we have to work on a new streak. We've had to restart the streak once before. It happens. Okay, so this is gonna go around here. It's gonna go right along here. And then plug in right there. So that is plenty of length right there. This is signal for the bed SSR. Now working with VPN. Okay, so two of these. Let's make one a little longer just in case. Shorter one is going to be red. That one right there. And then I'm going to get some red heat shrink. Little bits of heat shrink to mark this one. Hey, Kyle. Welcome. How's YouTube working for you? We've got a lot of people. YouTube's having trouble. Yeah, YouTube is having trouble right now. Hopefully they work it out soon. Just in case I am recording locally, just in case the VOD is messed up as well. I don't know which side we'll start on this side. So I need 2 of these and my big crimpers. Oh. YouTube problems. Might be the best YouTube has ever worked. Okay, so that's that one. And this one. Do you know who's watching, all kinds of stuff. Okay, that. And driver. Okay, so positive. Make sure that's pushed on all the way. And tight. And signal. And these push down. Just keep them out of the way of the skirts. And then they go under this way. There we go. And then around here. Chat scrolling still cannot load video. Wow, I'm so sorry. I've had Galileo kit from over a year I never got to use because of Stealth Burner. Finally built it using new plates for Stealth Burner. Nice to not have a $60 paperwork. Yeah, use what you have. I got piles of stuff I don't use that I need to get to. Okay, let's snip these zip ties so I can anchor the rest of this. So that's going to go right there. I'm pretty pleased with the wiring on this. It's functionally clean. There's some people that do amazing things with their wiring, but I feel like I could work on this. Some of those you never want to touch because you're never going to get it back to the same way again, right? We gotta hope that YouTube gets a handle on whatever's going on. Yeah. this goes right under there. So that's going to go there. I think I have enough room to do all that. It's still. YouTube is broken, yep. Yep, I can get to that, I can get to that. Get to everything I need to. And get to my antenna point. And we are going to probably just do a little zip tie right here. That one. Do another one right here. These are not tight. I'm not cinching them down. All they're doing is holding wires in place. Making little bundles. 4 to 8 frames per second. Can you hear me okay? Is it also impacting audio? Probably. Cut those or I will deduct points on serial. I always cut my zip ties and I cut them flush. No little pieces to stick out and cut me when I'm working on the printer. I always, hey look, I get to use my little trash bin. I actually just changed from auto resolution to 720, but buffering has gotten better. Welcome, Brian. Good to see you. Been lucky until now. Okay, so that is looking pretty darn clean, don't you think? I think everything is in its place. We'll do some cleaning up on the back there. Hey, Killer Prince, happy Sunday. Unless you're working for YouTube, then I'm sure you're having a bad day. Clip in. That is right there. Now we got to crimp on our, figure out our lengths here. These I want to go kind of down and bend up like this. Maybe I'll even zip tie those to there. So I think right about there is where I'm going to go. And I think this one will go just a little bit longer than that to reach the other side. There, right there. My stream is working at 1080p, no issues. We are here, but hard to view. What's a counter? Oh, so the counter at the bottom I put there as we were getting close to 10,000 subscribers and I haven't removed it. So we're at 10,258 now. Do you make a new color match tray for every project or is it just serendipity? I try to make a new color match tray and no promises, but the intent would be Rocky Mountain Reprap Firmware. I'll give them all away from the year. I think that'll become a thing. I'll give away all the trays that I've made over the past year to folks that show up at Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival. The reason that event is because they're not really practical to carry anywhere else on a plane or whatever. They just take up space. Hey, Maker Viking. Who's jumping, making weird sounds? Me? Stream is buffering. Yep. A bit of buffering. Well, let's get wiring done. Figure out what the state is. We've got a little bit of time here. If we have to get into configuration and stuff, I think people have been watching me crimp wires for 3 streams now. There's not a whole lot being missed right now, but if we get into doing new Reprap firmware stuff, I want YouTube to be solid. So we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll in a little bit. Once wiring is done, we'll do a poll and see what percentage are still having problems. Okay, where are... There they are. That works really well. Good. No issues with streaming here. Like I said, we'll do a poll. See if YouTube is straightened up. I want the stream to be solid for everybody when we get into doing Reprap stuff. That's new content for me. If it's poor for half of you, I don't think it's worth continuing. So you know what we could do? I got an idea. If the stream is still poor and the poll comes out that it's not going to be a great experience for half of you, then we will shift gears and we'll open the Rook box, because I need to do that anyway, and go over the parts so I know that I have everything for that build. How does that sound? Hey, John. Okay, I'm really happy with that. Let's get this trimmed. What do we think? That is basically the wiring for the printer. We had a guy on Voron Facebook group ask for a Marlin firmware build. Went back and found that Voron 2.0 was the last V2 release with a Marlin firmware build. I'm considering doing Marlin on the Rook, just for another. I haven't touched Marlin in years. It'd be something different again. What I really would like, though, does anybody know of a Rook mount for the Mini 12864 display? Because if I do Marlin, I want a display with an SSD card. Is there one? Okay. That is the bottom wiring. The back, we're going to do some cleanup there. But I am pretty pleased with that. That is clean. It is... Ad load's fine. There shouldn't be any ads, Weeham. There should not be any ads. And don't just type random characters, please. There's no reason for that. When you mention Marlin, I get compilation PTSD flashbacks. So do I. That's kind of why I want to do it. I want to see if it's gotten any better, what the processes are. I'm all for it. I am all for the giving it a try. Can you tell us anything about the new Nighthawk LDO toolhead board? Not a whole lot. I've been running one for a good while. I've been running a couple of versions of it. I have one, the gray Trident that was at Orange County Maker Faire, and I'm pretty sure did I take it anywhere else? I think it was on there when I went to Open Sauce as well. Derek, Steve, I wholly support you giving Marlin a try. Lots of things are improved in its workflow. Clipper sucked the air out of Marlin Octoprint to the point they lost corporate sponsors along the way. Yeah, I have no problems with giving it a try. It's something else to try, really. So thank you. You're going to appreciate auto build Marlin. I'll have to check it out. Okay, let's put the little piece here. Excuse me. Where is that? Okay, this little piece goes right here, and we're going to need a T-nut. Let's see if I can use one that I've ground down. Yep, that works fine. Okay, new cough drop. Okay, what size screw do I need for this? Probably shorter than that. Yeah. Yeah, that grinds. So I need shorter than that one. What size? What about this one? Longer than that one. So 10 millimeter, I think, is what I need. Yeah, here we go. That is going to go somewhere around there. And that'll get zip tied there. Now, I did play around with the Shapeoko CNC. I cut out my ABS panels that I was missing for this build. Turned out really well. So the little between the stepper mount here is what we need right now. So I'm not trying to start a flame war here. I'm simply uninformed. Who are the corporate sponsors of Clipper? So I know Big Tree Tech sponsors, but I don't know who else. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. Let's put that down. It's gonna go in there like that. And then make sure that we center this. Yeah, that should put it right there. Then 2 screws go in here to hold that plate in place, but right now we can just take it off. A couple of zip ties here. Oh, that one just broke right at the thing. Big Tree Tech, Obico, and Pio Poly. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we've got, that's where we want it. Yep. I want that to be kind of tight. That way when it gets back here, it's fine. Those are anchored there, so I'm going to clip these zip ties. Do not want those, but I am going to use some split sleeving, which I'm going to end up redoing these because I want to capture it here. Okay. Add the bowden tube and zip tie them all together. I like to leave for the V0, I like to leave the bowden tube separate for the toolhead wiring. So. Something I really want to, I mean, we're talking about the different things. I like the idea, I mean, there's no, it's a hobby. It's a hobby for me. This is not a, it doesn't really matter. Whatever sounds fun to build is what I'm going to use. Like, I'm most comfortable with Clipper right now, but using Reprap Firmware on this build sounded fun. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I need to snip these zip ties I just put on here because I want to capture all of that. I'm working on tap install for my Trident and searched through my bins for like 20 minutes looking for third magnet from the instructions, which I do not need. No Hall effect sensor. Oh, is Reprap Firmware outdated? No, it is very current. In fact, we're going to be loading a new the 3.5. As of right now, release candidate 1 is what we're going to put on here. Okay, this is all in here, fully inserted and wrapped. Now I'm going to put a little twist on it. And let's see if I can get this over some of this. Zip tie around. I think I'm going to do 2 zip ties. I'm going to do one to hold the sleeving well in place. This one's going to be somewhat, oops, I broke it. I broke it. Okay. These are a little bigger, but I think it'll be fine. Oh no, that's too big. I don't know where the ones that came in the LDO kit are. Those are the ones I like to use. Oh, there's one. I think these will work. The build plate would bother me. What build plate? What would bother you? You talking about the build plate here? Okay, so that's there. It's snipped. And then I'm going to put one more around the whole thing and capture on the PCB tab here. What would bother you about the build plate? Okay. So then that goes right there. And then I need some zip ties on the back. So what does the duet use? What do you mean? Firmware-wise? Reprap Firmware. Nice. Hey, Troy. Hey, Dave. Yep, that is good. Do I have... I broke so many of those darn zip ties, I ended up getting a tensioning cutting tool. Okay, so I have some, this is the 1.9 or 2 millimeter internal, and it's black. Let's see if we can get it into here. Hopefully that goes all the way. Okay, so I want to see if that actually went all the way in, which means mark it and pull it out and see how far it went in. A little silver Sharpie mark. Yep, that looks right. We're gonna go back here. Little cutter. Guesstimate where I want to cut this. That's okay. I might lengthen that a little bit later, but for right now, it's okay. Made a filament machine maker with under $5. Really? Cut, then measure. Yep. Cut, then measure. That's the way to do it, right? Okay. Where are we at? Are we ready to turn this on? Measure once, cuss twice. How are we doing on YouTube problems? I mean, Ram, you're paying attention. Is YouTube actively still having trouble? Because I'm pretty much wired. Here's what we can do. Oh, there goes a nut. We can put the skirts on. Put the skirts on. Dead in the US again? Okay. I have skirts. Skirts. I will do a poll. Let's do skirts right now. Give it a little more time. We're only an hour and a half into the stream. Let's do this side skirt first. These are some 6 millimeter probably. Yeah, we are low on the viewers today for a Sunday stream. It's really unfortunate. So I think the viewer count is probably giving me the answer on what we should do. I think the viewer count, we're just stalling really to see if things stabilize. That's really all we're doing. Been perfectly stable here. Yeah, so a lot of people are having a stable connection. It's inconsistent, and you folks are from all around the world. So I don't want to go forward if a whole region is out of luck, right? It's nuts on attacks. East Coast, USA, and stuttering and buffering more than playing. Yeah, that's frustrating. So I don't want to get into, I mean, the Reprap stuff is important enough. I mean, kind of the meat of the build. I'm not gonna do that when half of you can't view it. Well, accent pieces to put in here if they fit. Yep. Pop in there. Nice. We could always wait on the V0 and do a SwitchWire 2 preview. There's no SwitchWire 2 preview at the moment, but what we will do, if YouTube doesn't improve by the time I get skirts on, we are going to shift gears and do a checkout of what comes in the Fabrico Rook kit, because that's the next build, and I need to open that up and just make sure that I understand everything I'm prepping for. So okay, front skirt. Now I'm not doing a display because I'm not sure that the display I want to set up is going to work, but I haven't given up on putting a display on here because I want one. So I put the little spacer piece in here for now. Yeah. And I left this skirt in the other garage. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. VPN sensor. Is there an enclosure for the Rook? Would make a good small printer for me, so and half the price of the V0. A box. I don't know if there's any. I don't know what enclosure options there are, to be honest. Okay, so one of the nuts that fell out and went flying was from this side, I think. Do I have any more of these that I've... Let's see if I can sneak one in here. Yep, cool. post-install T-nuts on a 1515. You know what's funny? That one wasn't even chamfered. It still fit in there. Reprap Firmware is hurting bad for a small display. Yep. I still want to try it. I just feel like I'm probably going to have to try it off camera or get someone that knows it's going to work. Because what I was hoping to use is, where did it go? This little simple display. I was hoping to be able to, even if I couldn't plug it in directly to one of these, figure out the pins that are needed and use this. But the full width 11-inch wave share screen looks pretty great on a V0. That's an expensive display too. And I would need to run a Pi DSP or a Pi as whatever they call it. The Pi add-on. I have to connect the Pi to the setup. It kind of snaps into there. That is nice. Just have the rear one to go in here. Now this one is, I mean, if you're building a V0, this is over, isn't quite proper. You don't want to tighten these screws down completely because you run the risk of cracking parts since this width can be variable. So you just want to kind of tighten them until it touches and call it good. Here we go. Now for the antenna, I am planning on making a mount to put the antenna right here. So it'll be visible from the front pretty well, and then this will reach over to the spot. So I'm just going to make a simple mount to put the antenna on the side here. But with that, the printer is built. Let's do a quick poll. Let's go here. Just to get a little view of that. There we go. Okay, let's do a poll. Is YouTube back to normal? If it's not back to normal, I don't want okay. I don't want people watching this at 144p. I want to know, is YouTube back to normal? If it's not normal, then we're not gonna force it. And when this isn't a 50-50, this is a objective, subjective, whatever the right word is. If there isn't a significant portion that say things are going well, then I don't want to move on. I want it to be watchable like a normal stream. You need to be able to read text here, because we're going to be going through Reprap Firmware setup documentation, configuring firmware. We're going to be reading this stuff. So I don't need to force this. There's no reason to force it. We've made progress today, and we will get going through the Rook bag will help with future streams, so it's not wasted time. Don't be like that. What? I think everything's good. How many people do we have here? We have 100. That's a big part of this. We have 149 people, and we're usually at almost 300 people on a Sunday stream. So (10 to 15 second lag). I'm at 1080p and can read that text just fine, but please. Oh yeah, we're going with, we need a vast majority of people who are saying it's good. Right now we're at 66%. I'd really like to see like 80 plus. How many votes do we have? Because we have 156 people here. 88 votes. Okay. I think they're not here. Yeah. That's true. A lot. That's why I said this needs to be overwhelming. $150 plus not voting. I get it. That makes sense. I think we should. I mean, I'm not seeing an overwhelming things are good, and I'm seeing 156 people here. So I think, to me, the Reprap Firmware stuff here is a key part of this whole build series. So I think we should hold off. Yeah. And I kind of knew that's what the results were going to be. I don't want to go over it again later. Here, let's do this. Let's put this little panel on. Yeah, half the people can't vote. I think Ram is absolutely right. Can't even get half of the people don't have an opportunity to vote. If you added even 100 people, the results here would be significantly different. So we are going to save this build. So right now we have made some pretty good progress. We finished wiring. I got a NeoPixel wire that's going to go later, but wiring is done. Skirts are on. We are at the point where we need to configure Reprap Firmware. So let's set this back here. And let's check out the Rook kit. Yeah. And it's a perfect opportunity to use that 3-foot long hex driver you have. I think it's pretty, oh, there it is. The tiniest little handle for the longest driver. This is 2.5 millimeter though. Those are 2. Hi, Thomas. So we are shifting gears. We are going to open the Fabrico Rook kit. I have had this box for many months. It is the next in line for builds on the channel. We will be building this after this V0 is done. So let's see what's in here. I have not even opened this. So hi, Jack. That was way off. Okay. Continual buffering issues, yeah. So this is going to be, okay, so a P-series build plate with carbon fiber on the other side. Ooh, electronics. Let's see what we have here. Oops. End stop switch. Looks like some BMG Sherpa mini kit. That looks like Triangle Labs sourced or similar, which is fine. Triangle Lab stuff is good. This is some fasteners. It looks like maybe the hardened drive gears. We'd be building this Rook in PLA as recommended. No. I've already, so earlier on the stream, I showed some parts. So I am doing carbon fiber ASA. This is 3DO carbon fiber ASA. Now the carbon fiber is making it so it is easier to keep it. It's not warping at all. It's nice and flat. So we are going with this. BMG will need modified. Interesting. Hey, Daniel. I just heard half a word and now it's back to buffering. TL RNC coded BMG gear kit. So what, Nemo, you said, or no, who was that? Hypermotive Racing. What is going to need to be modified on those so I can be prepared? Probably doesn't have the dowel. There is a dowel there. There is tension kit. There are bearings. It's not specific ISP. We're seeing Ram Online has been tracking some YouTube outage info. So Honey Badger branded fans all the way around. Hey Derek, Steve, small customer support question. Is ABS CF kosher for Voron builds? Yes. My very first Voron build I did in ABS CF. Trim the plastic for clearance. I got the newer kit. Okay. So idler bearings or bearing stacks. 20 tooth pulleys. Bed springs. Bed bearings. I have Mini Sherpa on my Micron Plus. It's been flawless. I have no experience with Mini Sherpa, so this will be my first experience. Have a fasteners. Now I do notice it has the large OD shims. I'm not a big fan of those. I might swap those out. We'll see. These are too big a diameter. If they're being used as shims, they are, here, let's pull one out. These are, so these look like they might be okay. So some of them, you'd want to make sure that the shim outer diameter isn't large enough to touch the outer race. So it looks like these will be okay. I like the LDO super slim ones though, small OD shims. Okay, fasteners. And belts. 6mm wide belts. The shim is good. Fabrica uses some nice components. Yeah, those are fine. They're not as big outer diameter as I feared. Oh, shifting to water appropriately. My Fabrica water bottle. What do I have here? Power inlet. Do you have any experience with belt shaping? Nothing good out there. Belt shaping. What is belt shaping? Today I got a new Brother printer. Nice. Pre-wired inlet. Fortunately using red and black wire. I know that's a valid older color scheme, but I don't like it. More packaging material. We have SKR Mini E3. Power supply. Oh, so a V0S1 build plate. Input shaper with ADXL targeted to belt tensioning. I don't. Sounds like you're coming down with something. I've had something. This is all crud from, I think, Orange County Maker Faire. So let's go through this stuff. So we have a Mini E3, SKR Mini E3. Got a duck to add to my army. I literally have an army of ducks. I need to figure out a way to just display them just for fun. Oh, I'm curious. So I was looking at the bottom plate. No, that's okay. So we have that. Does this mount to the bottom here somehow? Oh, right there, there, and there. Yep, it mounts right there. Nice. It's good to know. Wonder if I put magnet on them, let them kind of swim in your printer. What? I missed something. Do you have any experience with belt shaping? Sounds like you're coming down. Got my Trident cereal this past week. Congrats. Your channel was a huge help. I'm glad. So that is where the controller mounts, which is nice. Oh, the ducks. I see. I see where you're going with that. Those mounts are printed more on paper as on build plate. Okay, controller. What kind of power supply do we have? Vitamin C mass dose. Morn Sun. So this is the, is this a 200 watt? LM200. Yep. It is set to 230 volts. Yoink. All fixed. Morn Sun is the power supply maker. It is a good brand. It is what LDO is using for the V0S1 kits. No complaints there. Hey, Galvani. since most of the world is having trouble with YouTube right now, we have shifted gears and we are examining the Rook kit. So I know what's in here and what to be prepared for the build, because this is the next build that's coming up. So we're probably going to do this for a little bit and then do a Polymaker giveaway and then call it. Which is not going to be a bad thing for my throat. That's truly not. Some feet. This is a Rolohan branded 8-tooth stepper. A Big Tree Tech duck grandstand. Some wiring. So it looks like stepper wiring. This is a Rook. What is this? What is this hot end? This is this is different. Looks like some sort of ceramic heater. Yeah, 60-40 having problems, so we are not even going to try. A thermistor, and and this is the bed. So this is nice. This is the V0S1 PCB, or the Kapton. It's not PCB, it's Kapton tape bed, which is a good touch. Do we have a magnet in here? Hey, commit. It's CHC made by Fetus for the kit. Cool. Hey, Luke. Well, this actually went in here, didn't it? How did that do that? Okay. Like that, that, and that. We should sign all the ducks and send them back to LDO to put into all their Trident kits. Just send them back to Big Tree Tech. Okay. Some bowden tube. What do we have? This is small diameter stuff and lots of it. That's good. This isn't going to quite match my color scheme, so I'll probably swap that out. We have the corner, the frame rails that also double as the bed, linear rod guides. And then some, what are these, MGN 9C rails? Yep, 9C. Honey Badger branded. Nice. And 3 of those. X and Y. So that must be the X rail. And the 2 longer ones are the Y rail. Video where you're launching the pole. That's the lag. Yeah. And then steppers. For Lohan. Sorry about that. Big cough. Yeah, I don't see any magnets, but I have some. 3 of the same steppers. So A, B, and Z. I feel fine. Just the throat irritations. Rook fixed screws kit. Okay. All the steppers are honey badger. Thanks, Monkey Butler Labs. My voice is about gone. So, I think we're going to do a... Wow. I think we are going to move on to the filament giveaway and then probably call it, because I'm sure it's wonderful just sitting here watching me struggle. Whew. Okay. That is the Fabrico Rook kit. So that will be the next build on the channel. And if I can figure out the logistics, and probably, if I can figure out the logistics, the plan is to give this away. And the hope is to make that giveaway worldwide. So, as long as there isn't any big reason not to. Okay, we are. Hey, Shammy. Oh, no worries. I'm not. It's not as bad, but it isn't great. It isn't great build material here to have me struggling with my voice so much. So this will be a good opportunity. We streamed yesterday. We'll stream today. It's been 2 hours. I think we are going to. We got over 200 likes. This is good. I think we're going to move into the Polymaker filament giveaway and then call it a day. Yep. I'm not really uncomfortable. It's just the only thing is continuing to need to talk is probably not the best. So thank you for the gifted memberships. Let me end that poll. So, link is in the pin post in the description. If you want to win a roll of Polymaker filament, this is probably the day to enter because there's going to be fewer entries than normal. I know it's unfortunate that I usually do the giveaway at the 3-hour mark, so if people are waiting to come back, then there's not much I can do about that. Yeah. So get your entries in. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Okay. Steve is sick, YouTube is sick, I'm sick. It is a good decision. So has everybody got their entries in? Let's see. Is there a way to become a member on mobile? I'm not sure what the interface looks like there, Jason. I'm not sure. And it might depend on which mobile app you're using. Okay, so as usual, we will close the giveaway link when I haven't had a new response in 3 seconds. So I may count these 3 seconds in my head and just give it a little bit of time. Right now, we haven't had a new response in quite a few seconds. So let's go 3. Oh, there's one. There we go. 3, 2, 1 and a half, and done. Okay, so that is everybody. That was a generous 3 seconds still. Back just in time. Let me bounce this out. You sound like you need some hot soup and a long nap. I do need, I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go make me some tea and not talk for a while. That's going to be the big thing. So I appreciate everyone's patience. Brian, you were the very first entry. Who got the last one in? Muzen. Okay, copy that. Let's go over here and paste this. We'll step out for a few minutes. That can wait. Yeah, I apologize. Anybody who's watching this after the fact, I apologize for the off script giveaway time. It can't be helped. I can't go another hour on this. So I tried. Let's go number between 1 and 10. My mental. Let's go number between 1 and 10. For those that can actually. We're starting to get some answers in. I'm not going to push it. We're good. I'm partial to number 6. We'll go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jack. Charlie was a little over 16. And spin. We'll give a little extra time for folks. Barnyard, are you here? Congratulations, Barnyard. Barnyard, are you here? You know, we've had 2 years of streaming without a major YouTube issue. So, not too bad. It happens. Barnyard, are you here? I haven't even started the timer yet. We're giving extra time. I hope you're here. That way we don't have to worry about it. Ping me. Say something in chat. Thanks for the stream. Get rest. Tea with honey. Yes. Thanks, PF Dennis. Barnyard, are you here? I really don't want to move on. Gotta be here. They're pingable. Come on, Barnyard. I haven't started the timer yet. They may not be able to watch. I feel like we might do a... just give it to them. They're not here, but I don't know about the... I think we probably need to waive the must be present to win requirement today. Yeah, I'm with you there, Troy. I think we're gonna waive that today. I think it's a Barnyard's gonna get an email from me. So, yep, and it sounds like that's the overwhelming. Everybody agrees. So, congratulations, Barnyard. You'll get an email from me. Now, I know if you're here and you won 2 weeks ago, I think I haven't sent my email yet. I need to go check. I will get everything caught up today. So, yep, awesome. With that, what a day, huh? What a day. So we got some progress though. We have a visibly progressed build. The wiring, I think, is pretty darn good. I'm happy with it. So thank you for those that gifted memberships. Thanks for those that stuck around. I know today was a rough day. So thanks to Polymaker for letting me do the filament giveaway. And hope everyone has a good rest of the day. I'm going to go and not talk, and I think that's going to be the best thing I can do. So we'll see you next week. So next week we will be back on this on Sunday. And the plan right now, if all goes well, is we're going to do a little celebratory stream on the 12th. 10,000 subscribers in 2 years. You're not going to want to miss that one. And if YouTube screws up on that day, I am going to be sad because it's going to be big. So we'll see you next time. Have a good rest of the day, everyone. Let me find. Bye.